What's going on? It's Big Fun One Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 12 of our Zero Overall franchise. Right after the Super Bowl episode. If you guys did not see that, it should be on the screen at some point, probably right now. But also, you can check out all the episodes in the playlist as well. This actually should pop up as well. We're going to be getting the offseason. We're also going to be getting the draft. And seeing where all of your players have gone. Again, if you guys need an update on the rules, here they are. Again, with us winning the Super Bowl and actually going to the Super Bowl, we can pick any free agent that we want. Again, it's only one, but we can pick anybody that we want. We'll also check some stats. I don't remember if I've done this yet. But we're after Super Bowl. 4,500 yards for Anthony Richardson, 31 touchdowns, 17 picks. 1,600 rushing yards, 22 rushing touchdowns for Chuba Hubbard. Rashawn Miller had 2,000 receiving yards with 12 receiving touchdowns. DeAndre Miller almost came close to 1,000 yards receiving-wise. Stokes and Nakobe Dean led the tackles with 106. Most sacks was Alex Samuel. And most picks on the team was George Brooks. So I get the hiccups all of a sudden. So just kind of a quick overview there. I don't remember if I 100% did that, but we were number 2 in offensive yards, which is really nice. We were all pretty much almost dead last for defensive yards, though. We re-signed mostly everybody already during the season. I don't think we need to re-sign anybody else. I think we have like 4 people or 5 people, and I think most of them, yeah, we're going to accept the option on Damon Gooden and on George Brooks. Keep them here. And yeah, 2 of them are 12 overall, so we don't really need to re-sign them. So what we're looking for in free agency is pretty much the best option for us. I'm thinking outside linebacker, and maybe, just maybe, trying to find, like, I don't need a kicker. Like, there's 2 kickers. I don't need a kicker. I don't need a receiver. I mean, there's not many, like, good players here as well. Who would be? Maybe Devin White. I mean, he is 30. I'll be back to figure out who we actually do sign. So this is one of our hardest ones to actually go after. But we're going to go after Taquan Pollard, a tight end. Since we did lose Noah Gray this offseason, hopefully we can actually sign Pollard, get him into the building, and then we will kind of go from there. Really, only one that's interested in him. Yeah, and we signed him, so we were good. So we got a tight end, so we're good there. I was thinking maybe we trade up for the first overall pick to pick up Tommy Burnett. Top 5 corner. Obviously, we're not going to get him. Honestly, our corners are actually pretty solid. Just we need a backup strong safety. We need defensive tackles. We need linebackers. We still need a decent left tackle, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to go one by one. See how many people go. First one is going to be Tommy Burnett, cornerback out of Buffalo. Not surprised there. The Giants go, hey, Travis Katzma, left tackle out of Michigan. So there is number 1 of one of our guys going there. Third pick goes John Levine from the right end of Miami, and then Cortland McCollum goes. Got Luis Douglas, outside linebacker. We got Kelvin Cosby, the left end out of UCF. We got Will Watkins, left outside linebacker. We have the 12th overall pick. Ace P goes, hey, there he is, to the Bears. Quarterback out of Houston Baptist. And Justin Lawson. And then Gabe Callahan. So here we are at pick 12. Who's still available? We could go Jonathan Tigner. Another corner. He's a zone corner. Or we could go Steve Henson. I actually kind of like Steve Henson a little bit better. Although John Rogers is there. Bryce Stevens is there. Really good block shed pursuit. Javante Herbert is a 2nd to 3rd round talent, so I wasn't really looking at him. Devon Fletcher is a round 1 receiver, but I'm hoping to get Josh Foster, the wide receiver from Georgia. He's a top 5 talent. Hopefully, you can grab him. Deontay Smith looks not bad either, with really good catching, really good zone. So again, another zone corner. Adam Nixon looks okay. He doesn't look the best, especially with A to C's. Nicholas Melvin, of course, looks another good receiver, another good corner. But I think the main person that we're gonna get is one more corner. I think we just need one more to pretty much fill out this roster. It's gonna be Steve Henson. B catching, A man, B press, B zone. Really good catching. Play is a D, which is kind of terrible, but C tackling as well, not too bad. He ran a 4.3 140 and then a 4.29 in his pro day, so he is decently fast. I love how he has great speed, yet ran a 4.29. Yeah, we're going to take Steve Henson. He is a hidden development, 90 acceleration, 91 agility, 94 change of direction, and 94 speed at the corner position, which will really help us out, especially for a man-to-man corner. So that's probably the last corner that we're going to need, and it helps us out. Nick Jackson, wow, it goes from Michigan, goes to the Steelers. Then Jonathan Tigner, we need to look at him. He went to the Jets. John Rogers went to the Falcons. Mitch Meeks went to the Chargers. Hey, there he is. One of our final players, Marshall M, does go to North Carolina. Or not North Carolina. He went to North Carolina. He goes to Washington. So he stays in that kind of area. That's not bad. I'm hoping that my wide receiver stays. That's Donovan Fletcher just went. We need to make sure that he hasn't gone yet. I think it's Josh Foster. He's around 1 to 2. Do I trade up in the first round to get him? We do have a multiple second-round picks. There goes Jesse Whitlock. And then Josh Belotti. I think we're going to make a trade here with the Panthers. Here. I'll be right back once we get this trade all done. There it is. All right, so we sent 64, 76, and 44 to the Panthers to trade up into the first round, so 2 seconds and a third. We had 2 extra seconds and an extra third, so pretty much that kind of makes it for us. So we're going to pick 3 times in round number 1, and I think we're going to go ahead and take the wide receiver of Josh Foster with a top 5 talent. I don't want to. He already fell down this much. I don't want to risk anyone taking him here. We're taking him. He's only normal dev, which kind of sucks, even though he's a top 5 talent. But 91 speed, 90 acceleration, 94 change of direction. He has a kick return, really good medium route, really good stiff arm, good juke move. He also has decent run block as well, which is actually kind of nice. He's also kind of a little bit smaller than what I was hoping for, but, you know, we'll take that. So now we'll pretty much go to round 1, pick 32. We also have round 2, pick 2 as well. I do need a backup free safety, so we might need to look at that. But, I mean, we don't really need a corner now since we just got him. I think we might take an interior lineman because, again, although Spencer Riddick does look good too with A catching, B zone, B man. Left tackle might be an option of Jimmy Boone out of Oklahoma. 6'6", 336. Good impact block, good run block, good pass, good awareness. Could use defensive tackle with Tony Adams. A tackle, which looks really nice. Mark Chandler looks amazing with his impact block and awareness. His pass block, or his run block's already a B, and we run a lot. We already have a backup center. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the left tackle. I mean, Herbert's no-go. McGee's probably not. Barry, you already have a backup strong safety. We could use him and move him to free safety, but I, of course, can do that with any one of these corners. We're going to take Quentin Wells. Or no, we're not going to take Quentin Wells. We're going to take Jimmy Boone. Left tackle out of Oklahoma. He's 6'6", which is going to be really nice. He's got elite strength. He was number 1 on the bench press, so yeah, we're taking him. He's also hidden development. Now let's go. We'll take that. He's got A impact block, A lead block, A to C pass, B run, B power for his pass block and run block. So that's going to be really nice. So that's a really good left tackle. Maybe even take over for the left tackle we have right now. You never know. All right, our second round pick now, since we traded away 2 seconds to, again, trade up. And, again, we couldn't make trades for any draft picks. We just can't trade for players. I think we might have to take Spencer Riddick here and maybe move one of our corners to safety. Because this guy is looking really, really good. Elite speed. He ran a 4.4 and a 40. He's got B tackle already. We're going to take Spencer Riddick here. Another corner, 95 speed, 94 acceleration. He is a normal development, which it is kind of a little bit rough, but, you know, we'll take it. We'll take it. Now let's go ahead and sim to the third round. And again, we did trade our second round pick to the Panthers. So we have a third and a fourth here, and I think this is where we might go for some just backup positions. That we will need, like this free safety of Jamie Blake. I mean, he looks all right. But, you know, C-man coverage, he has terrible tackling. Good, decent speed as well with a 4.49. Decent man, but can't tackle whatsoever. We need a backup anyways. He's 89 speed, 89 acceleration, only normal development at LSU. But again, we just need the backup. Because injuries will be on now. Since we won the Super Bowl. Round 4. Pick number 32. Again, since we're going to be, you know, drafting deep here, we're not going to be getting the best of the best anymore. I think we're going to go ahead and take a right outside linebacker as a backup here. You never know. A fourth rounder could turn into a starter. It's kind of in between Alec Hartwig and Juan Green. I'd rather take the run stopper because we struggled a lot with the run last season. And I think we're going to take him. B Pursuit, he has got, you know, okay speed at 4.63. Decent man. Really good hit power, decent hit power, good pursuit. And kind of sees all the way around. Kind of looking like a, you know, college report card. Mostly C's. We're going to take him. He's no development, 83 speed, 88 acceleration. It's not bad. I'm happy with that. Again, now we're just looking for backups for most positions. We got about, I think, 4 more picks here. And again, these are mostly just going to be backups in the 5th, 6th, and 7th rounds. What do we really need? We could use we got our left tackle. We have 6 receivers. We now have 7. We could use another right tackle since we only have 1. But corners were solid. Strong safety, now we have 2. Even free safety, we have 2. But I can even release the 0 overall now that's still there. We're going to pick Nick Wright. Left outside linebacker. He has decent, really good zone coverage. Really decent tackle as well. Solid speed, elite change of direction. Solid for a left outside linebacker. Doesn't really, you know, get to the quarterback. He's mostly a coverage linebacker, but you know what? We'll take him. He's normal development. 80 speed, 87 acceleration. Out of Fresno State. So, again, looking for backups in mostly every position. Now we probably need to focus defensive line because I don't think we have any down there right now. We do have 2 7th-round picks. What about, yeah, our defensive line has 5 at this point. We might need to just get to that and find one person that looks pretty solid at defensive tackle. They're mostly undrafted free agents. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. Honestly, Steve Noel looks actually pretty decent. We're just going to pick up Steve Noel in the 6th round. Might as well. I mean, he's probably not going to be great, but you never know. He had B tackle, so there was that. Again, we have back-to-back picks here. Again, picking up an extra defensive tackle. I think now, I mean, that guy is 100% scouted. Parker Anthony doesn't look great. Is there really any guys that catch my eye here that we can draft? Other than maybe Rashawn Wright. This man coverage looking pretty good, but I mostly run zone with my corner or with my safeties. Let's take an extra tackle. Eddie Dalton. He's at a SMU. He's got decent strength. He only got 29 reps on the bench press. That's not great for a for an offensive lineman. Really good lead block. Terrible pass, but good run block. Let's go ahead and take him. We don't really necessarily need him, but depth is always the best. And he's only in normal development. So we literally only have like 2 guys that were hidden development this season. So, again, not the best draft for it. What really surprised me is that one wide receiver that was top 5 that was only a normal dev. Final pick, of course, is Mr. Irrelevant. So who is going to be Mr. Irrelevant here? I mean, Parker Anthony fell down to us. Might as well take him. We don't necessarily need him, but you never know. We'll take him. He's no normal dev. Really good catching, really good zone, so he could be a zone linebacker. That's gonna do it for the draft wise. Let's see how we did with everybody. So Steve Henson, our first pick in the draft, was a 77 overall. Corner out of SMU. Then we got Josh Foster at pick number 22, trading up. He was a 77 as well, so not too bad. 91 speed, 90 acceleration. Jimmy Boone was a 72. We also had Spencer Riddick's a 77, so both of our corners were 77 overall. 95 speed, 94 acceleration. Jimmy Blake was a 66. Yeah, Steve Noel was a 59. That's not great, but, you know, not too bad there. We do need to check. I accidentally backed out of it, but we do need to check our other guys that did get drafted. Again, if you guys would like a player, leave a comment down below. Name, position, and college. I can get you added in for next year's draft. But we need to go to the NFL and see their overalls. So, obviously, Tommy Burnett was a 79 overall. That's the guy we're looking at to main, but we were never going to have a chance to get him. But Travis Gatzma, left tackle out of Michigan, went to the Giants at number 2 overall. 74 overall. Not too bad for an offensive lineman. Who is another? We got 2 quarter. Ace Peak, 72 overall, 75 awareness, 77 speed, 82 acceleration for the quarterback that went 9 overall to the Bears. And then last but not least, oh yeah, Tigner. I want to look at Tigner. Tigner was a 76 overall out of FAU to the Jets, 90 speed, 94 acceleration. And then, last but not least, Marshall M, 72 overall, 71 awareness, 82 speed, 88 acceleration. Really decently fast. Yeah, Devin Fletcher was a 77 overall. We missed on him. I mean, Josh Foster, 77 overall as well. He had 91 speed, less acceleration than Fletcher. Although he was out of Missouri, so I'm happy we didn't take him because I'm a Kansas fan, if you guys didn't know. So, rock chalk. Smile. Yeah, and Adam Nixon went just before Jimmy Boone, and they're both 72 overalls. Were all left tackles 72 overall? No, we had Randall Lippett at 73. There's a bunch of tackles in this draft class. I mean, we had Katzma. We had Whitlock, Lippett, Bruce, Drummond, Nixon, and Boone all go in the first round. This, if you need a left tackle, or a right tackle, this would have been the greatest draft of all time for you. Now, last but not least, we can sign our undrafted free agent. So let's go ahead and advance the week into the preseason, and we'll sign our undrafted free agent. So free agents, I think there was a couple guys that I was looking at. They're both wide receivers. I don't know if they got taken or not, but we shall see. There's a couple guys, and they're super fast. So I'm not, if I remember correctly, I think they got taken though. It looks like it. But yeah, I mean, Nate Haynes is a rookie. Is 94 speed, 94 acceleration. I do kind of want to look at where they went though. Now that happens. Now I guess we'll just go best overall. Let's go defensive tackle. I think defensive tackle is probably going to be the best option for us. I think there's a 61 overall of Kendrick Shields. That might be the person that we pick up. And it will be. There's a 62 of Jeff. Let's get Jeff Carter. He's 60. I kind of want the 21-year-old Kendrick Shields. Let's pick him up. Out of Colorado. Bang. Welcome to the team. But finally, let's take a look at the team just before we get into the preseason. Again, the next video you guys will see will probably be weeks 1 through 5, more likely. So we do have to face... let's check out the schedule before we actually do that as well. So regular season, we have to face Kansas City, the Dolphins, the Jags, and the Chargers all at home to start. So we have 4 straight home games to start the season, and we have the home opener against the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's going to be a tough matchup. But the Raiders, Titans, Browns, Texans, Packers, Bears, Vikings, Lions, Commanders, Broncos, Texans, Titans, and Jaguars. So last 3 of our last, honestly, only 2 home games at the very end of the season. That makes sense for this Dragons team. Last thing before we go, we're going to take a look at the team overall. Just before we go out of here, let's adjust the lineup because that's the easiest way to see. So, wow, Chuba Hubbard actually lost a superstar. He went down to a normal development. That's never good. But yeah, Boone is 72. He'll be behind McKnight. We have Barry, Dawson, Calhoun, and Kerr. With Dalton, McAllister, Strong, Moody, and Boone as our backups. We now have Pollard and Fox. Boone's actually 71 overall tight end. Wow, okay. Wide receivers, we have Thomas, Brackett, Foster, and Blackshear as the backups to Gooden and Miller. We have Slay as the backup to Hubbard. On the defensive side, Brooks, Mumphrey, Babb, Henson, and Riddick. We got Stokes at strong safety. We now have Blake at free safety. Means, Wise, and Samuel at the linebacker position, with Nakobe Dean as our backup middle linebacker. And of course, now we have Saturday, Amaro, Brackens, Weathers, and Christensen at defensive tackle, along with our undrafted free agent. We have Branch Carey at ends, Monk and Craig as the backups. So we're going to have a pretty solid team going forward, 84 overall. So hopefully we can do pretty decent. But yeah, that's going to do it for the episode. I hope you all enjoyed. And yeah, hope I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.